Hi everybody, it's Nana Foxy Mama 365 and I want to do Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. I really haven't done any of the Love and Hip Hop series, but I'm like, okay, let's see what these guys got going on. I like Hollywood. Atlanta I also like, or I really used to, especially when Jocelyn was there. New York, yes, but after a while it was good, but when Cardi B left, it was like, okay, who else are we looking forward to seeing, you know? And the new couples, it was alright, but it didn't bring it. I really thought it would have brought that New York, Love and Hip Hop in New York would have brought more. Miami, I try and follow when I can. So yeah, we're going to get into Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. A lot of people have been dropped and more people have been brought back in, and it's kind of good. It looks interesting. The only thing is, a lot of us already know a lot of the stories from here, there, what we've heard and what we've seen and read, Hollywood Unlocked and all of that. So it's a lot of messiness really going on. So this looks like it will be an interesting season. I'm not a messy one, but guess what? I'm here for the tea. Okay, so let's get right into it. So they're showing us the first clip of what's going to come and a lot of people, and of course we've heard about Monique is back in, Fizz, and the whole drama with Apryl, what's going on with B2K. B2K was a group back in the day, and they Fizz was in the group, Fizz, Omarion, Raz B, there was a fourth party, I can't remember who he was. But anyways, they're on tour with Pretty Ricky, Lloyd, Yang Twins, and a few other people, and so they've been touring and they've done 2 tours already and it went good, but I think after that they had that issue, so which is kind of sad because a lot of people wanted to see the group back together. So Omarion said, no, not Omarion, Fizz says he hasn't spoken with Mr. O, that's Omarion, and pretty much he doesn't know about Raz B. Even when they were on tour, he was kind of like keeping a distance. He would sit at the back, so he's at the gym working out with some of the other guys from some of the other group, and they're just like, you know, trying to catch up, and they're like, they really don't know what's going on, you know. And then in this age of they're trying to stay fit pretty much, and everybody's like going on, you know, asking them what's going on with Omarion, and of course he says, you know, he doesn't know why Omarion is so mad and upset, you know, that if it's because he hangs out with his kids and his girlfriend Apryl, that, you know, Omarion should say what is, you know, up with him, but that literally they haven't spoken, you know. How does Monique feel about this whole situation? And it's kind of like, you know, Monique is always going to be Monique, which means that they're never ever going to be ever really cool, you know, but they're just trying to co-parent. I feel sorry for their kid. I'm so sad, but, you know, I just wish they could, you know, do this co-parenting thing without all the drama, because at the end of the day the child is going to look at all this and be like, what, you know. So anyways, so he feels, you know, they're always pressing his buttons, that is little Fizz. But we'll see. Apryl and Omarion. Apryl says that she and Omarion, literally after they had their little beautiful, they have 2 beautiful kids. And after 2.5 months of having their daughter, Omarion just opted and left. Until today she can't say why he left, which is kind of, I'm like, But I know that when Omarion was on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, like 3 or 4 years back, there was an issue with his mom and Apryl, but it seemed like, you know, they were moving towards an engagement and getting married, and they seemed really cool, but they didn't show up for that reunion at the end of that show, so it was like kind of funny. So I thought they were cool, but she says that 2 months after she had the baby, you know, he literally left her and she doesn't know why, and pretty much she now got served court papers to appear in court for custody battles, and she's been going back and forth with him over custody, and also a restraining order on her, and that she's just so fed up and she wants to, you know, she wants out of everything. She just wants it to end. And I'm thinking she's kind of playing the victim. She also said she's, you know, she went through a lot of depression and all of that, and through it all, little Fizz was her good friend and he's been there for her, you know. So I'm like, yeah, you could just have said little Fizz was your friend. You did not need to give us the story of why and all of that. And it was just, no. She's playing the victim here and I'm not here for it. That's just me. Anyways, you see Ray J and Princess. And Ray J is like, okay, they've had the baby. Baby's beautiful as well. And he's having daddy daycare with A1. And they look cute together. And A1 is like, guy, pretty much Lyrica just left and she's been gone for 10 days. She just left me with the baby. I'm like, I don't know what's going on. We've been going back and forth from last season. Last season it was said that Lyrica slept with Safari, and pretty much they went back and forth over it so much. Safari and A1 literally were at each other, and it was Ray J's fault, but now they're in a good place. That's A1 and Ray J. But Lyrica and A1 are not, their marriage is still kind of, you know, not yet together. So Lyrica just left and she's been gone for 10 days, and it's kind of sad. You know, they still have trust issues on both sides, which is what A1 said. And I'm like, I'm side-eyeing A1, because we saw, I think Safari did come out and say nothing happened between him and Lyrica. So I'm side-eyeing A1. But he says that they have trust issues on both sides. So we'll see. So see, K Michelle is back. Yeah, my girl, I like K Michelle. So she's house hunting, things are looking up for her. She's in the studio with her old long-time manager, and she's going into country music. And I found that really interesting. Apparently, it's been said that country music actually started with the black folks. So which is kind of good. I know Candy from The Real Housewives of Atlanta too has also tried doing country music, but I don't think I ever really heard the song. Maybe I just didn't look out for it. But anyway, K Michelle is doing country music, and she's, you know, she has a big reveal. She's having twin girls, and she has a surrogate that's going to be, you know, having the girls for her, because her body's gone through a lot of surgery. You know, she had to undergo a lot of, take out some implants that she had put in that, you know, but they were not implants, but some injections she had in her bum, and luckily she's feeling a lot better, but her body literally cannot have the kids. So she's going to have twins, right? And she's in the studio making music, which is kind of cool. So we see Hollywood Unlocked, Jason Lee is back, which I find really surprising, because Jason Lee is always saying he would never do, you know, Love and Hip Hop again. It was a good experience for him. It was a platform, you know, to getting him, you know, recognized and all of that. But here he is anyway. So he's sitting down with so pretty much what happened was there were three of them: Jason Lee, Melissa Ford, and what's his name? Oh, this little, I can never remember his name. Anyway, Melissa Ford had a bad accident, and after her accident, she literally she was gone for like a year, and in that year, they had some people come in to fill in her spot, but the most prominent person I remember was Apryl. You know, and Apryl, like, yeah, she's now been in the blogs recently, and she's been doing it, and she was alright on the show, but yeah, she was cool. I like Melissa Ford anyway, but Apryl held her own as well, you know, all through. So Jason Lee is back, and they have a third guy, I can't remember his name as well. So anyways, everyone is wondering. So Jason is pretty much having a conversation with Apryl and Lil Fizz. They're like, what is going on, guys? Because Monique and Apryl were going back and forth about some trip in which Lil Fizz and Apryl took their son, not their son, Monique's son with Lil Fizz, and Apryl's kids with Omarion, and they all went on to Chicago on holiday. And she's saying that, oh, she had first dips, you know, she told Fizz that, oh, they're going to go to Chicago together with the kids. And Monique now came back, and this was before Monique decided, oh, she was also going to, you know, be having, and I'm like, girl, Apryl, you don't have first dip on the kids, okay? The father and the baby mama already have a legally binding agreement as to how the kids are shared for each holiday. You know, unless you guys mutually agree that, okay, you can take the kid, not kids, the kid, that's their kid, Fizz's and Monique's kid along. Stop trying to get involved. You know, it's just so wrong. Anyways, everybody's like, what is going on? And she's wondering why everybody is so invested or concerned about who she's sleeping with. Girl, we don't care who you're sleeping with, okay? You are the one spilling all that tea. Anyways, they are talking, and she says that as of right now, this is 4 months ago, that as of right now, nothing is going on between them. But if anything does change, she will let us know. We didn't really care, but okay. So pretty much, she says she's telling Jason that she will let him know, and that Lil Fizz has seen her naked, and I'm like, what? And that they're just good friends, and that when she was going through all the stuff she was going through, he was there for her. I get that, you know, that might have been the case, but nah. So people are wondering, can guys and girls be best friends? And yes, they can. However, if it's someone that's close, like a brother to your man or your baby daddy, it's kind of funny. Any which ways. So Jason is saying that, well, the boundaries have not been crossed, you know, but they can, you know, they can be crazy in love, and when that happens, she will let us know. Okay, girl, we'll be watching. Of course, we all already know. Any which ways. Brittany B. She's done a lot of collabs with a lot of big artists, you know, Kanye West, a lot of people. Any which way. So she's now, you know, going to be doing some music with Black China. In walks Black China. Black China always looks good. However, I was wondering about that top that, you know, literally like glove fitting, and I was like, okay, is that what we're doing for Hot Girl Summer? Okay, alrighty. So any which way, Black China wants to become an artist. She wants to move from acting and being a model or whatever it is to becoming an artist, and she's hoping she can rap or sing, whatever it is she's going to be doing. And I'm like, okay, I'll be here for it. We'll hear. I think we heard something from her, but I don't think it did that well. But anyway, that top, I don't know what was going on there. So Jason Lee hits A1 up to meet up with him. You know, he says A1 is his guy, and A1 says Jason Lee is not really as messy as everybody thinks he is. And before, you know, Hollywood Unlocked, Jason Lee has always been cool with him. And Jason is like, yeah, he was standing outside hoping to get into a party, and A1 got him in, so he owes A1 a favor. And he's like, guy, this girl hit me up, and she's talking about some girl called Summer Bunny. And in my mind, I'm thinking, haven't we dealt with Summer Bunny already? Ooh. Anyways, I'm almost certain we dealt with Summer Bunny last season, so I'm wondering why that is another storyline again for this season. Anyways, so A1 is telling him that, yeah, he knows the girl, and yeah, that they work together or something, but you know, and he's like, well, hold up, there's a video, and in the video we hear A1 kind of canoodling with the girl, not together, but they're like FaceTiming, and he's like, hey, where you at, what the fuck have you been up to? And kind of, you know, like someone, it was friendlier than, it was just friendly, a friendly conversation, but overly friendly. And she was like, oh, she's just getting into bed, and I'm like, okay. At that point, it doesn't sound good. So he's asking Jason Lee to not release that video, and Jason Lee's like, well, I'm going to pray about it, okay? Are you asking or you're telling me? And A1's like, I'm telling you, don't release the video. Good luck with that, Jason Lee. Jason's like, is that a threat? Anyway, bros, we don't have any beef. I'm letting you know, you know, so you can handle your shit. And A1's like, well, just give me some time to tell my wife. And of course, already he and Lyrica are in a bad place. So he's wondering how he's going to even break this to her again. You know, I feel so sorry for Lyrica. It's just so wrong. Anyways, moving right along. K. Michelle, we see her surrogate, and she's with the baby, the surrogate's kids, and she's been taking some injections and all of that. She's using her own eggs, whoever's sperm. But the surrogate is going to be carrying the baby for 9 months, and after that, she's just excited to be having baby girls and their twins, and she's just happy that this is a good time in her life. This is like a fulfillment of her dream, so it's kind of cool. Good for her. Oh yeah. Yeah, cool. So Lyrica is back from her hiatus. A1 is here wilding, so Lyrica's having a conversation with her mom, and she's saying, big Lyrica that is, and she's saying A1's out here wilding out, and people keep sending her DMs about Uber trips that he's been, you know, getting girls to jewelry, flying them out, and all kinds of stuff, you know. And she took time off. She just couldn't deal with it, so she took time off from A1 and from the house and left her kid, you know. So what are you going to do? Her mom's wanting to find out. Now she gets into the house, and A1 confronts her, you know, and he's like, hey Lyrica, you know, she comes to sit down. And you can see Lyrica is upset. So he's like, oh, you just took off, you didn't let me know, what have you been up to? And she's like, well, what have you been up to as well? You know, and you know, so she's like, look, people have been DMing me all kinds of stuff. You're buying jewelry, really? And you are flying girls out, paying titties. I wasn't sure if I heard that right. Paying for titties. Oh my god. Any which way, so it was like, okay, You know, this is what's going on, you know, and A1 is not, A1's not a nice guy, period. He's like, yeah, but what have you been up to as well? I don't know where you've been. And, you know, and he's going hard at her and trying to say, oh, well, you know, maybe you should also go make your own millions as well. And Lyrica is saying, hey, I too also want to be out there eating crab legs. What is this crazy crab legs? Anyway, she wants to be out there eating crab legs too, and she's always at home alone with the baby. And pretty much he's like, well, it looks like you want to be a single woman. So he's kind of threatening her. And she's like, are you threatening me? And he's like, no, it's not a threat, but you're acting like you want to be alone. You want to be single. And she's like, oh, okay, cool. So pretty much they have this back and forth, and she walks off, you know, and she's like, stop threatening me. You know, I'm going to make my money. Before I met you, I was doing good, and I'm going to start, you know, doing my own thing, you know. And then this is where we now hear her shout and cry, A1, don't leave me. And at this point, we actually thought she was, you know, begging him, but we find out she was actually, you know, laughing it off, as in, A1, who the hell do you think you are to be threatening me not to leave you? Or must you stay in my life? You can pretty much get the hell out, pretty much. And A1 is like, okay, this is bad. This is also not the time. But you can see him so he's so, like, you know, involved in how's he going to tell her this thing. You know, but the thing is, he is so arrogant. At this point, when you know you're wrong, you know, Lyrica is mad already. And you know you've done something wrong. You should apologize for it, you know, and come and humble. But I know that there are some women that when you are, like, you know, overly, like, trying to, you know, get them to, you know, see your side or talk to them, they like run and they're like yelling and going crazy. So perhaps probably what he's trying to avoid. However, it doesn't look good for him, and he's making her look bad also, you know. So it's just crazy, you know. So Jason Lee has dropped the video. Oh Lord. So Jason Lee literally drops the video like the next day, and he's not, like, you know, he doesn't care. Or whatever A1, he gave A1 a day or two to, you know, let his wife know. Ray J and Princess, and they are at this BDSM place, bondage place, and it's kind of interesting. So they're trying to get another baby, and, you know, he's been there. A1 is like, man, Jason Lee just dropped some stuff on A1, and oof, that's Ray J is saying Jason Lee just dropped some stuff on A1, and man, he's like, whew, thank God she's not him, that all his indiscretions are in the past. Any which way, she sees Princess, she's looking hot, she's looking cute, and they're talking about the BDSM, and that's bondage, domination, and sadomasochism, you know, and they're saying it's not always painful. Good luck with that. And anyways, Princess says that the get out of jail word is have mercy or something. I don't even know. So anyway, they're trying to get their freak on, and Ray J looks a mess right now. I'm like, Ray J, you just hit the gym, okay? But who am I to talk? Anyway, A1 is wrong, and they had that conversation, and Princess says, if you ever do that to me, boy, I'm gonna be tying you up here. And he's like, okay, yeah. He's not guilty until he's been, you know, he's innocent until he's proven guilty, you know. Well, let me do a Porsche here. So anyway, she's like, no, don't even defend that shit, because that's the truth. So when something is wrong, say it's wrong. What else do you want to see? A video with him in bed? No, come on, stop that. So anyway, Lyrica is at her mom's place, and after the tape, and she's very upset. She left out. She left again with her baby, and they're going back and forth with this A1 bullshit. So she does go home, and she's mad, and she's having a conversation with him. But A1 says he's going to be on tour with T-Pain, and he's already committed to it. So A1 has left the house. So Lyrica's like, why aren't you home? You know, I want to have this conversation. He's like, well, you have to wait till I get back. So you see that both of them are just being disrespectful to each other, and they're not sitting down to actually communicate. And it seems like the marriage is literally, I don't see how it will work. Moving right along, Monique and Apryl. So Monique and Apryl have been going back and forth on social media. Monique had called Apryl and said she had been extorting her men for money, and she wants to buy stuff and do stuff for herself and all of that. So April's like, look, I want to see a bitch, you know, let's see if she's going to have that same energy when we're sitting face to face, okay? So she's like, well, Monique apologizes for that, and that she was always made to look like she's a crazy mother and a bad woman and all of that, and her baby daddy, and it didn't make sense. And I was wondering, Monique, you have been the one to make yourself out to always look crazy with all your fights and all of that. pulling people's hair, pulling people's wigs, pouring water on princess, and yeah, you just made yourself always getting involved in other people's fights all the time. So stop, quit with that. Miss me with that bullshit of people are always making you out to be a bad mom. You know, even though Fizz might not actually be a good guy, but you know, you keep getting into all these fights with him and whatever every woman he is with, that it makes it difficult for us to actually say, hey girl, your focus is, so you kind of look like you're jealous, you know, of any other woman that is in his life, because you fought with literally like all of them, you know. So it's kind of like sad. So that's what it is, that's the way I see it. But I listened to the Hollywood Unlocked edition with Monique, and it gave me a better understanding to Monique, and it was interesting. It was a very interesting one. If you guys have the time, you know, it was like almost an hour or so more. If you have the time, check it out. Anyways, thanks for watching. What do you guys think? I think Hollywood is going to be bringing it this season. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, be sure to share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Thank you. Bye.